I got lucky. Look what I just found. Those pine cones, those are fresh. You know what I'm gonna make? Let's see. So first I want to show you that this is white pine. Some variety, I don't know exactly which one, but you pull the needle base off and you count how many needles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5, W-H-I-T-E. That's 5 needles is white, all right? And these are still like soft enough that like if I break one, I can see and I smell it and I can still smell. It's very fresh and resinous smelling, which means that is a fresh pine cone. So I'm going to collect as many as I can off of this big fallen branch here, and I'm going to fill up a bag and we're going to take them home. Okay, I found a few more branches with pine cones on them, and I grabbed a couple of the greens, so we're going to make some soda too. So the first thing I'm doing is making sure I pull all the little stems off. Making sure none of these little pine cones have stems on them. See that? With the stem. You want to pull that off because we don't want to eat the wood stem or these needles. I can save the needles for something else later. Let me just show you briefly before I start cooking these how you can tell. You see how they're green? See that green? That's how you know that they're fresh green pine cones. That's what you want. You don't want the brown ones that are open. So I ended up with about 1.5 cups worth of pine cones here that I rinsed off, and I'm putting in 1 cup of raw honey. It doesn't matter if it's raw or not because honestly I'm probably going to end up cooking all the good enzymes off. So whatever honey you want, as long as it's real actual honey. And then I'm going to put in just over 1/2 cup of warm water because you want more of the sugar than the water, okay? Put that on low medium heat. So I'm going to bring this up until it is simmering, and I'm going to try to leave it on a simmer for about 3 hours. So it just got up to a little bit of a boil almost, and I turned it down, stirred it around, and now we're going to cook it on a low simmer for 2.5 hours at least. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's been 3 hours. I'm going to pour this into this jar right here. All right, let's get one with a little bit of the syrup in it too, just in case. Hot, hot, hot. Very pleasant. Like falls apart in your mouth, like just fell apart. I'm just gonna try another one here. Because I thought it would be like chewy, but the syrup is really good. That's just like falling apart in my mouth. I know it's kind of gross, I'm sorry, but I thought it would be more like candy, hard and chewy, and it's not. It's got like that piney flavor, a little bit of bitter, but a lot of sweet with the honey and the syrup. Like I think you'll want to eat them with the syrup. At the very tail end, it's a little drying. That's probably the tannins. The tannins coming out. But yeah. Well, that was an interesting experiment. They're not the kind of thing I would just like want to really snack on. But I think over some kind of coconut ice cream or I'll figure out something, some kind of dessert to do with it. Otherwise, I'm eating pine cones. Try it sometime. If you want to learn more cool stuff like this, follow me and check out some of my online classes.